The silent signal. For weeks, there had been whispers in Pine Hollow. The old radio tower on Ridge Hill, long abandoned, had started broadcasting again. No one could pinpoint the exact source. All they knew was that at midnight, the static would cut out, replaced by a strange, rhythmic hum that seemed to worm its way into the minds of those who listened. Emma didn't believe the rumors. She was the type who needed proof, and Pine Hollow was full of bored people desperate for a thrill. On a cold December night, she drove up to Ridge Hill, armed with her flashlight, a portable radio, and a bottle of water. The forest felt unnaturally quiet, the usual chorus of owls and insects replaced by a suffocating stillness. The tower loomed above her, a skeletal structure of rusting beams and cables. The ground beneath it was strewn with broken glass and twisted metal, remnants of its last days of operation decades ago. Emma set the radio on the hood of her car and tuned it to the rumored frequency, 97.6. At first, there was only static, crackling like distant waves. But then, as the clock struck midnight, the hum began. It wasn't just a sound, it was a feeling. A deep, resonant vibration that seemed to echo in her chest, in her bones. She tried to focus, to describe it in her mind. Was it like a chant? A song? It felt alive. Before she realized what she was doing, Emma was walking toward the tower, leaving her car and the radio behind. As she climbed the rickety ladder leading to the control platform, the hum grew louder. The air around her felt electric, buzzing with energy. She reached the top and froze. The control room was empty, its equipment long since gutted. Yet, the hum was louder than ever, coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. Her flashlight flickered, then died, plunging her into darkness. Emma fumbled with her phone, but it wouldn't turn on. She was about to retreat when she saw it, a faint glow coming from the far corner of the room. It was a screen, impossibly old, its green letters flickering to life. "Are you listening?" Her breath hitched. She stumbled backward, but the screen flickered again. "Good. They're coming!" A sound, soft but distinct, rose from below the tower. Footsteps. Not one or two, but dozens, crunching through the frost-covered grass. Emma peered over the edge and saw them, figures moving in perfect unison, their heads tilted upward as if they could see her. Their faces were indistinct, shadows of features that didn't seem fully formed. Yet their eyes, those were clear. They glowed faintly, reflecting the light of the stars like mirrors. Panic surged. Emma scrambled down the ladder, her heart pounding. As her feet hit the ground, the hum shifted, becoming sharper, more insistent. The figures were closer now, their movements jerky but purposeful. Emma sprinted to her car, but when she reached it, the engine wouldn't start. The radio, still sitting on the hood, blared the hum, louder and faster, syncing with her heartbeat. The figures were nearly upon her. Desperation took over, and she grabbed the radio, smashing it against the ground. The hum cut off instantly, replaced by silence so deep it felt oppressive. The figures froze. For a moment, nothing moved. Then, as one, they turned and retreated into the forest, vanishing into the shadows. Emma didn't wait to see what would happen next. She grabbed her phone, which now blinked back to life, and ran down the hill, calling for help as she went. The next day, she returned with the sheriff, but there was no sign of the figures or the strange hum. The radio tower stood as it always had, silent and abandoned. The sheriff wrote it off as nerves or a prank, but Emma knew better. That night, as she lay in bed, her phone buzzed. A new message. The sender was unknown. "We're still listening.